Hey, what's up, y'all? Blake here. Welcome back to the channel. Got some more NBA player props we're going to look at here today on Prize Picks for Thursday, December 5th. Yesterday's picks, really quick. We did hit both of our picks again yesterday. Good morning. Uh, on Prize Picks, we hit Jalen Johnson over his PA. That one was a bit of a sweat. Keeping up with it on my phone is a sweat. I don't know what was going on in the game, but we hit like mid fourth quarter, about 6 minutes left, so it wasn't too bad. I was just afraid that it was going to kind of get a blowout and they were going to get pulled a lot quicker. But Milwaukee kept it kind of close, I guess. And then we hit Jimmy Butler, PRA, that almost hit in the first half, which is good because he didn't do a whole lot in the second half. But I think we're like three short in the first half. So crushed both of those again. Man, been on a pretty good run. Hopefully our luck don't run out uh, sooner rather than later. But today, man, we've got not a huge slate, a lot of kind of potential blowouts, really. Dallas, Washington, not touching it. New York, Charlotte, not touching it. Phoenix, New Orleans, it's supposed to be close. I still don't really trust it. Um, it's some good games, couple blowouts, some good games. Got two picks we're going to take a look at, man. The first one we'll hop into it is going to be Vooch, and we're going to be taking Vooch. So I see that a lot of people are jumping on his PRA. I don't like that idea. I prefer, I don't hate that idea. I prefer over 30.5 PR though. I'm thinking is the way to go. The hit rate isn't much different, but in my opinion, we'll go over the stats real quick. Going up against San Antonio, San Antonio's last 7 games, they are giving up 37 PR to centers. Assists, they're pretty tight on assists, but a lot of centers don't get a ton of assists anyways, so you got to take that with a grain of salt. Expecting it to be a close game, San Antonio -2. Vooch is expected to be about 34, 33 minutes. That's fine. He is projected on most sites at 33.7 PR, right? So if he's projected, we'll call it 34. If he's projected at 34 PR, you could say, oh, well, he's pretty much here. You might as well throw on his assists. And I totally get that argument of saying, here's his projection and here is his stat line that we're hoping on, right? His projection, stat line. If his projection's here and his stat line is pretty much there, why not throw more stats on top of it? Which is fine. I would just rather say if his projection's here, I would rather just cut the stat line down instead of adding or cut the projection down. Instead of trying to add on to our stat line, banking on the fact that he's going to do more, I would just say, let's just cut the projection down some and just leave the stat line alone, right? So that's kind of my logic behind it. I just think that there's no point in jacking up the line when there's a lower obtainable number at 30.5. So that's going to be pick number one for me. Pick number two that we're going to be taking a look at is let's go hop on Yoke the Joke. This one's going to be Jokic. I like here. I'm not going to go PRA or points. I'm actually going to go a different route. Going to go over 3.5 turnovers here for Jokic. We take a look at his last 5. We'll have a look at his extended game log as well. His average this year for turnovers is 3.8. So he's averaging right under 4 turnovers a game, and that is on average, right? Now he's going up against a Cleveland team who is arguably one of the, not arguably the best defense in the league, for sure, top 8, top 7 defenses in the league. He is projected on some sites at 4 turnovers flat. Others show 3.8. There's one site that does show 3.3. But Statline, which is a pretty sharp projection site, has him at 3.8. So when we look at Jokic versus good defenses, right? There's that 3.8 that's his average. We look at Jokic when he goes up against good defenses. Some notable ones here are OKC turnovers are 5 and 3. The Clippers turnovers are 5 and 5. Golden State 4 turnovers. Minnesota 3 turnovers. So all 6 of those occurrences right there, all 6 of those games, um, he's played a top 8 defense. So when he plays a top 8 defense this year, he is going to clear 3.5 turnovers 4 out of 6 times. Like I said, now we go up against Cleveland, and it's honestly going to be projected to be a pretty high scoring game, which, if you remember last year, Cleveland wasn't most of their games were really low projection scorings. This year, man, they've been putting it on and laying it on thick too. So ball's going to be moving a lot. Denver's going to have to keep up. I do believe Cleveland is projected to win, but it should be a tight game either way. So, a lot of ball movement. Jokic should stay in the game, should be in the game damn near 40 minutes probably. So, expecting a lot of minutes out of Jokic, expecting a lot of usage out of Jokic, expecting the ball to be in his hands a ton. I know it sounds steep at 3.5, but like I said, when we look at good defenses, man, and those aren't the only times he's gone over this, because his average is almost 4. He's projected right at 4. He's 4 of 6 hit rate when he goes against a good defense. Going against a top 8 defense tonight, all signs to me point to this just as much as they would for anything else on any other prop. So I know it's same steep. I'm going with it. I like it here. One thing about this pick is it is only on PrizePicks. If you're on Underdog, I would take Scotty Barnes over 1.5 3-pointers made. They ripped that one of us on PrizePicks. So that's gonna be the 2 picks though. Let's go Vooch over 30.5 PR, and then Jokic over 3.5 turnovers. Again, I know it sounds steep, but I like it. It's not too much for me. So that'll be the 2 picks, man. Let me know what y'all think. Let me get this here for those of you that are just skipping on to the end. That'll be the 2 picks, man. Let me know what y'all think. Like the video for me. Sub to the channel if these are helping you out at all. Hopefully they are. If you've tailed any of the last 5-6 vids. So besides that, man, good luck. Catch you on the next one. Later.